This is Sue Slivick on
Giles
deck
Turner.
with Giles Turner, and this is the what? The 132nd?
Is it? Well, I'm not sure about that, but I am sure that today is Sunday, June 2nd, 2013, 10:30 in the morning, downtown Sutter Creek, Don Davis Building, and we're set and we're ready to go, and it's the Italian Picnic Parade. So, Susie, are you on top of your ball game?
I am, and the theme of the parade is Roman
holiday. You told me.
I
Susie
did.
Slivick told me the theme was Roman holiday.
And you're going to have a great time, so sit back and enjoy this great day in Sutter Creek, and don't we love a parade?
We love a parade, and Rome is in Italy, isn't it? I think it's an Italian city.
Yes,
Roma.
definitely.
Arrivederci Roma. Is that a Tony Martin song?
Yes.
Dean Martin song?
All right, here they come. American Legion Post 108, the Honor Guard.
As we start the annual Italian Picnic Parade downtown Sutter Creek, coming from the north end of Main Street. Susie, what a great day.
Isn't it beautiful? Look at the streets are lined
Absolutely
with wonderful locals and people from out of town. This really does draw a lot of people to our community. And it just gets people back in town where they can celebrate the Italian picnic and all of what Sutter Creek has to offer. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a special event here.
It is a special day.
A Roman holiday day.
And the American Legion, you know, they are there for our veterans and here in the community. They really serve in so many ways.
And the ambulance service, of course.
Yes, and we are so fortunate to have such a great veteran service officer here in our community, too. Terry Sanders started this about 6 months ago and is doing a phenomenal job. And here are
Dave Richards of the Italian Society carrying the American flag. Tony Antonini carrying the Italian flag. Dennis Sibilia with the banner with President Lendi Festano.
And I believe Mrs. Destano made this new banner, and this is just beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous?
It is beautiful, as you said.
And we've got the Grand Marshal.
Art Portolero. He's been a member since 1978. Art from Oakland, Berkeley. He's a golfer. There's Rena.
Have they been involved in this community or what?
They're,
I mean,
they're
this
special,
is the kind of couple
people.
that retire
Art and Rena.
and really get involved. That's what Amador County's all about.
The Grand Marshal. And following the Grand Marshal is the parade float. Susie, what's the name of that rig there?
A gondola? What do they call that
Is it a
thing? I
gondola?
have no clue. Come on, you're asking me.
No, you're the expert here.
The Italian Benevolent Society is one of the oldest Italian organizations.
Founded in 1881. Can you imagine that? And of course it was a fraternal organization.
Right, to the
There's Bruce
Italian
Baracco.
immigrants. And look at all the people we see here with three generations.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. And his son Craig, speaking of generations. So nice. It's so nice to see that tradition being carried on.
And here we have our city council for Sutter Creek.
City Council, Sutter Creek, Mayor Sandy Anderson, Vice Mayor Jimmy Swift, Council members Tim Murphy, Robin Peters, Linda Rionda, 1947 Chevy pickup, owned by Rourke Weber, and Sean Rebay, the city manager, is also in town. Boy, I admire people who are willing to put themselves out there with community service.
And now we have our Board of Supervisors who've been so supportive of TSPN. I want to thank you on air for that.
Especially Richard Forrester.
Exactly.
Ted Novelli, the vice chairman. Richard is the chairman. Louis Boitano, John Plaz, Brian Oneto.
Brian Oneto again was super supportive, as well as the Board of Supervisors for our today's seniors living well. Hi guys! Look at that, aren't they?
And the fact that Ted Novelli went to Reardon High School in San Francisco, I don't think should be held against him. I mean, he's a pretty good guy. American Legion Ambulance Service since 1929.
You know, the Legion is so great, and everybody out there, if they don't know, you can get an ambulance ticket for, I think, $50, and it is
That
great.
covers you for the whole year.
If you need to get to anyone in your family, so get over there, get a ticket. It's good for, and it covers everything. So get your $50 ticket and support the American Legion. Sutter Creek Fire Department.
Founded in 1859. Wow, that is just great. Look at all these rigs that they have, all these trucks. The surrounding area.
Look at these beautiful rigs.
Right. And of course the new firehouse at the north end of town and the little garage down here by City Hall. And all the endless hours that these volunteers put in.
Look
So
at the
impressive.
puppy in the window.
A puppy in the window.
A
Sounds like a
puppy.
song. I see that puppy in the window. The puppy. The puppy's the mascot. Sutter Creek Fire District. The Labor Day dance. Do they still? Susie, you know more about.
You know, I believe they're going to have the dance in
coming back.
September.
One year they didn't have it.
But they did have it, I believe, last year.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I'll have to check on that.
It came back and they had a different twist to it.
Okay.
Okay, we'll work on that.
Look
and
at
then
this
we'll
beautiful
report
rig. It looks like they can actually take more people in the back part. Look
fire
at
and
that.
life safety. And of course, a lot of the calls that they get are life-saving situations. There's a Marino. Okay.
Is this still the fire department? Or is this
This is Sutter Creek.
They
Fire
have an
district.
awful lot of equipment to protect the town. That is awesome. I didn't realize they had so much equipment. It all looks new, too.
Well, the people spend a lot of time up there and make sure they keep these vehicles tip-top shape. Sutter Creek
These
Fire
look
District.
like, I did not see these last year. I could be wrong. I don't remember this tanker, and I don't remember those vehicles. What great, look at, oh, here comes Jackson. I see
This is
Wade
Jackson.
Garibaldi.
Wow,
I see Connie
Jackson.
Gonzalez.
How about this? Jackson
And
Fire Department,
Keith Sweet.
founded in 1854. There's Connie, there's Keith.
And they're wonderful. Keith Sweet is spearheading this wonderful event that's coming up with the Taily Wheels, the Jackson
Oh,
Taily
yeah.
Wheels
Boy,
exhibition on the 15th.
hasn't he worked on that?
You know, we've got some incredible city council members and supervisors that really work in the
Right.
community.
And then here comes CAL FIRE.
Got it. Thank you.
Well,
Love
back to back.
Cal Fire.
Sutter Creek Fire Department, founded in 1859. Jackson Fire Department, founded in 1854. And now we've got CDF here.
Here comes a Mack, a wide load Mack. Look at that. That is an earth mover to
I guess.
Isn't that to cut a fire break? Isn't that what that
Right,
piece
right.
of equipment's for? We love that piece of
Dozer
equipment.
model D6M.
And we've got
So
a
that's a
female
D6M.
driving that right on girl.
Wide load, I'd say so.
And there's another little munchkin in the front. Look, with a little fire jacket on.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Boy, Susie,
Like-
you're good at noticing those details.
Oh, look at her. Look at
Oh,
that
cute,
straight.
cute, cute. And we got Craig Miller with his 42 Harley Davidson. Craig, good for you. I wonder if he drives around town with that. He's in the parade every year. There he is, Craig Miller. With his Harley shirt on. 42 Harley. 45 cubic flathead engine. Craig Miller.
The native sons of the Golden West. Now, do you know how you become a native son?
Well, you talked to your parents about being born in California.
That's right. So this is an elite group. You must be born in California to join this organization.
Well,
And there is a native daughters.
And you're and
I'm not now, but I was.
there's
But
Jim
I am
McGrath.
a
He's
native.
the,
Look
he's
at
the
them.
president.
There's
of
Chad
the-
Simmons in the front, and we
of
see Eric
the
Christensen,
Native Sons.
and we just about
Well,
lots
that's
of
great. That's
people.
great.
John
Mike,
Herzig.
Mike Perdani.
This is probably one of the largest California flags
I'd
there
say
is
so.
in the whole state.
I know you know this, Susie, but there are 3 chapters of the Native Sons in Amador County. The first one, of course, is Sutter Creek. Susie, she just walked away. Second one is Jackson. And the third one, I know that you knew this, the third one is Zion.
And Richard Forster is very much involved. Amador Stars. Now this is a wonderful organization.
Their 10th anniversary.
Oh, they're
Local
wonderful.
funds for local cancer needs. Volunteer drivers. Free transportation and support services for local cancer patients. Fundraising events include Bunko for breast cancer, the Camp Out for Cancer, and Color Me Hope, and a golf tournament. Amador Stars, 10th year. That is just great. Gosh. Susie, just think of all the people and all the time that
I believe
given in this community.
Yes. Look at this is their whole fleet of vans that take the patients. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like there's another one. And this is where the dollars go, is to purchase these vans and the gas that goes in them to get our patients to their
Right, and just think of all the time that these people put in.
People move up here for various reasons, but you will find that retirement is great, but once you're retired, 6 months or so, and you want to get involved, this is one of those organizations where they could use so much help, along with so many other great organizations that provide opportunities for people to grow and to get the assistance they need.
So the Camp Out for Cancer, Ginger and Mike Rolfe spearhead that, and that's out at Plymouth, the fairgrounds. Fun.
It looks like it's going to be September 7th this year. Is that what you said?
Right.
Yeah. And you know what I noticed too is a lot of the teens get involved. A lot of the service organizations, both boy and girl, high school, junior high organizations, they get out there. And each of these groups or teams do their own fundraising, and that money goes towards...
and they're involved with the Camp Out for Cancer too. What a great event that is. Bunko for breast cancer.
Leland.
There's another van.
And Leland is always helping out. Clubby says, look at, and I guess this is golfers that help support.
That's right. They have a golf tournament, and there's Leland. Take a swing at cancer. Gosh, and that positive attitude is such an important part of dealing with the challenge of that disease.
And there was a time when that C word wasn't even used. People didn't use the word, and now it is so open, and whether it's prostate or breast cancer or colon cancer, everybody's aware of the prevention methods as well as
Carlson's
early
down
detection.
there.
Look at this. That's Dave Carlson, and what are they, what am I missing? Oh, this is the clubbies.
The golf tournament.
Golf club. Yeah, they're golfers.
5 Easy Pieces golf tournament, and Dave's involved with putting that
Exactly,
together.
with Caldwell Banker.
Exactly.
And I don't think I know anyone that hasn't been affected by
I was going to say that. When you mentioned teenagers, it's of course because their parents, and especially their grandparents, aunts, and uncles.
And what is this next vehicle?
Well, I think it's probably still part of the cancer.
Oh, this is the Glass Doctor.
Oh,
That's right. That's Mark
Glass
Borsham and his
Doctor.
family. Oh my gosh, the kids are getting big. What a great car.
So you know these people.
Yes, Mark owns the Glass Doctor.
From windows to windshields to storefronts, the Glass Doctor can handle your home, auto, and business glass needs. Full service company also offers custom glass like shower enclosures, entry door glasses, and mirrors. For more information, contact them at www.glassdoctor.com. The Glass Doctor.
We'll fix your paint.
That's pretty good. Calaveras Bells. Wish to thank their sponsors.
Excuse me, but look, they're in the theme of the parade. See?
With Roman holiday.
Right on, girl.
Boy, say you put that together,
I
Susie.
did.
Well, you got things all figured out. They're from San Andreas. Calaveras Bells. Common Ground Senior Services. Common Ground Senior Services provides responsive, supportive accommodation and helpful and friendly environment and resources for seniors in Amador and Calaveras counties. Services include senior nutritional needs, information and assistance, and transportation. Meet our 2013 Senior Beauty Pageant Queen and her court.
Look at these kids. These are young people, and they're all dressed. Look at a goat. They're dressed for the theme. And, of course, they're promoting the Meals on Wheels that Common Ground provides.
Right,
and they had a wonderful pageant. Mike Spence and I and Virginia, we all went. Virginia was an MC along with Rich Hoffman, and it was a great event. And in here you see, this was last week at the Rancheria.
Oh, at the Rancheria.
A big swanky event, and there's the Queen there. She is a doll.
Okay.
She's 66 years old.
Oh, no kidding.
She has that tiara on. Is that beautiful?
Oh, that's
And then we sponsored Sarah, who's on the right there, and then there's one other gal. Their names must be on here, but and there's Jack McGee. We had fun last night, huh, Jack?
So
Yes.
Jack isn't singing. Jack, sing something.
Sing!
Jack, sing for us.
Jack is the karaoke king.
Sing, Jack. Sing, Jack. Gosh, that's he is singing. He's a pretty creep. So much fun to be around. Common Ground. Jack McGee.
Oh, Common Ground is so great. I have to say, they are the link to so many people because there's shut-ins up country and all around the county that don't see anybody except when the person comes to deliver that meal, and it is kind of a checkpoint. Yeah, those people check on them and make sure they're okay. And, you know, these are people that live alone.
Yeah, I know. My children live in Petaluma, and Colleen and her family do Meals on Wheels. And they take their children with them, too, which I think is so important for children to see their parents in a real positive
get involved
way.
like that. And I think what's so great is for young kids, and here comes the band, and are we going to listen to the combined Amador and Argonaut High School band?
Right.
Are we just going to take
the Argonaut band, Megan Daly, drum major, Jeremy White, instructor, Chris Tootle, the Amador band, the instructor, Keith Travascus. And by the way, Dean and Sandy Travascus are right there across the street. And Dean. Sandy went to Amador. Dean, of course, went to... Dean was a drum major. He was a drum major when he was at Jackson High School. This is pretty neat. So stop and play, kids. Stop and play. We'll be quiet.
1, 2.
This might be entitled Fired Up. Vasquez and the Argonaut kids with their green pants and the
Is
Amador
this
kids
a-
with their blue pants. And who would have thought 30
Right.
or 40 years ago?
Beautiful
Boy,
band,
things
beautiful
change.
performance.
It's
Thank
nice.
you so much.
Nice to see people come together.
It is.
So Jeremy White, Argonaut.
I think we should
Chris
tell
Doodle,
Jeremy to maybe do a
Amador.
little bit of replay on that so we can see it.
That was pretty funny. Chris Doodle, what a crazy guy. Who's the drum major? Amador. Bonnie, Sutter Creek Boutique. Bill Taylor.
Oh, look
On the
at
famous
that.
Sutter Creek Boutique Candy Apple Red Shopper. Bill Taylor. With Bonnie. Yeah, there he is. That's Bill.
He's
See
got-
Bonnie for the latest and best women's fashions. Hey, Bill. Pop a wheelie.
Look at that vehicle up there. Is that a DeLorean? Is that silver DeLorean that we've seen years ago?
Well, I'll just check my notes on that.
Whose
Back
is
to the
that?
future, baby.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Look at those
I have,
busy.
well, Sutter
jumping
Creek
kids.
Star Dancers. I can tell you that. Their studio is right around the corner. I can tell you that. Diana Patton is the instructor, the leading force behind the group, with her daughter Savannah, who's graduating from Amador. They're going to have a summer dance camp program Tuesday and Wednesday, 10 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. And look at all those youngsters.
You know, this really gives young people an opportunity to not only get movement, but it builds confidence, you know, and they build friendships here, and they really learn how they can
Oh, I'm so
take
impressed.
on a task, to learn a routine with others.
There she is.
Synchronize. It's just
There's
great.
Diana. Yeah, I'm so impressed with the dance programs in this county.
And this is
Including,
your
of course,
future
Diana.
performers that
Right.
come into drama.
Right, exactly.
You know, if they start at 4 and 5 and 3, by the time they get to you, they are pretty confident and they can perform on stage.
Yeah, speaking
and
of
teach
confidence,
others.
that's just one of the many facets of dance, building that stage presence, that confidence that I can do this, I feel good about myself. Oh, so important.
And it goes into life and business and communication and everything you do in life.
Sure.
Speaking up
And
for
then-
yourself.
Right, and the physical aspects of it and the mind-body coordination. Yeah, I think dance is absolutely marvelous.
I think this is one of the biggest groups I've seen. And look at, they're all moving. It looks like there could be a 2-year-old back there. And they all have those moves. Look at that.
Star dancers of Sutter
Oh,
Creek.
all stars right here in Sutter Creek. Beautiful.
Very, very nice.
Oh,
And the parents.
oh, what a beautiful, beautiful group of kids.
And now, Susie, from Sacramento, Ben Alley, the Shriners, talk about a contribution to this Italian picnic parade year after year. I don't know, I'll just say hundreds of them come up. And it's marvelous. And I'm sure it's fun for them too to get out of Sacramento and come to a small mother town like Sutter Creek. But here they are, the Ben Alley contingency from Sacramento. Someone's rocking away up here on the porch. Crazy kid,
Austin does quite the moves.
Yeah. Porch. This porch wasn't just put up here last week,
I
Austin.
know.
It's on borrowed time,
Look
possibly.
at all the flags, and they give so much to the Shriners, right? And
Exactly.
they help
Dan
all
Daly.
the burn, the kids that need help and cleft palate.
Dan Daly is the coordinator of this event, the motor escort captain.
And behind this row looks like, I believe, is our group, which is the Motherlode Shriners. You'll probably see Tom Thompson if he's in town. He's quite the guy, and of course they're wearing fez, right? You call that a fez?
Gary Kiddahy is the complete coordinator of the...
For this whole event today,
Yeah,
right here
he is.
in front of us. And then you see in the maroon shirts, you see the Motherlode Shrine Club, our local guys. And
And talk about a contribution, talk about support. All the Shriners do
Right.
with their work with children in their hospital facilities. How impressive.
Right.
And Susie, here's another thing. The fact that the parade is an opportunity for them to let people know what they're doing and to let them feel good about themselves. Like it's public recognition of all the efforts that they do.
And again, this Motherlode Shrine group is our group. There's Tom Thompson, who retired from Raley's, and now he's building that wonderful
He's the head of the food bank.
And boy,
Yeah,
does
right.
he have a lot going on. And Paul Molinelli, a Shriner, a Rotarian, water agency director. And here in the car, we've got more Motherlode guys.
Ooh,
Art
look
Long.
at that car.
It looks like Art Long and maybe Norm Travascus. And I'm not sure if that's
Boy, you
Mark
know your
Esty.
people.
I don't know who that one in the back is. I know he's gonna come up.
Joe Gregorius is
Okay.
the president this year
Then that's probably in the back there.
of the Shrine Club.
Legion of Honor Ben Alley, Veterans, Masons, and Shriners.
So that just about covers it right there.
Well, I get confused on the Shriners and then the Masons.
Well, that's an awfully good question, which means I don't have the
Okay,
answer to it.
we'll get it some more. They can explain it to me 5 times and I still don't get it. But my great uncle was a Shriner, and I have 2 of his fez hats.
My grandfather was a Mason.
And my great uncle was.
My mom's daddy
Your mom's daddy.
was a Mason. So, it was fine. It was great.
You know, I think that was when I was young, we were parts of different organizations. Dad was a Rotarian. He was a part of a war veterans group. And those were the best. Going to those conventions were so fun. Oh my God, the kids got to play everything. You got to run around the hotels and have fun. And they all had their meetings, and Mom and I'd go shopping.
In Southern California?
Yeah, in Southern California. Conventions in San Diego and Vegas.
So, Susie, what was the town that you grew up in Southern California?
Tarzana, Woodland Hills.
So where?
San Fernando Valley, of course, south of the boulevard, where Tom was from, the north side.
So
It was much better to be from the south side of the
So who was from the
tracks.
better side?
Me, of course.
Does Tom know that he was from the
Yeah, but he had
underachieving
Poor
side?
boy, born in Reseda.
He was a poor boy born in Reseda, loved it.
And you were a rich girl.
And we met
born
each other in
Tarzana.
1969, and
and
3 months later we eloped, and here we are.
You eloped?
I was.
You eloped? You just
we
ran
eloped,
away?
Yes.
Did your
I don't
parents get
suggest
mad at you?
that.
Were they
The
mad
views-
or were they happy? Like, oh, good
The
Lord.
views and opinions
Glad
of
we
this-
dodged that bullet.
It was just the times.
You didn't tell me. How do your parents react to it? How do your families react to
And
this?
we'll just
It's a
wonderful
wrecking
reception.
crew.
Oh, look at this, the
Wow.
wrecking crew here of the Ben Alley Shriners. And then in front of us we have the fun guys. These guys have the paddy wagon and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, the paddy wagon and the clowns. Calliope is coming.
Look at this. These, what do they call them? Keystone Cops. Thank you,
Keystone
Tom.
Cops and the paddy wagon. So where's Patty? If that's the wagon, where's Patty? Is Patty inside? And are they picking on
I
the
think
Irish?
she's tied to the Keystone.
Ooh, ouch! And when they say paddy wagon, is that sort of a
It's padded.
slur on the Irish? Do you think?
Oh, stop.
I don't know. We're pretty
Well,
sensitive about those types of things.
get over
okay,
it.
well, get over it.
You're losing it.
Oh, Susie, you're making me laugh, sort of.
I love
Don't-
to make you.
Hey, easy on that gunfire down there.
Oh, look at the
kid.
chicken. We've got a dead chicken.
Oh, there's Patty. There's Patty in the stripes.
Is that a shotgun or a blunderbuss?
Oh, look at he picked up a chicken. So why is Patty walking around? He's out on parole or something? Good behavior?
So one gauge.
And what did he do? I'd like to know his crime. What's the nature of his
He's
offense?
escorting the people. And here comes the,
Dragon?
yes.
The Lion's Head.
Bring in
Did I
good
say
luck.
dragon?
Bring good luck.
The Lion's Head unit is one of the most colorful bar parade units. Their beautiful costumes and papier-mâché lion's head make them an outstanding addition to all our activities. The president of the unit is William Sexton. Okay, William, where are you? Raise your hand. So lion's head.
Oh, here's the lion.
Right.
Oh, they know how to get it.
And of course, there's been a Chinese community in Sacramento since day one. And of course, the building of the railroad, the western side of the railroad. With, I guess, the Irish coming from the east side. Meeting in Utah. Okay, enough of that. The Oriental Band is an exemplary unit that has won top honors in national competition.
Is this an old VW bus broken down? Cut down?
It could be.
I think I recognize
That's pretty interesting, isn't it?
It's a VW van.
This is part of the Lion's Head unit.
I used to have a VW van. I had a VW, and I had a,
Oh, really?
I had a Bug, and I had a Baja Bug.
What year were these?
We bought it when I was pregnant with Zach, so it was a 73.
73.
And we,
Wow.
what kind of family with a new baby buys a VW? I mean,
Well, it's that liberal Southern California background of yours.
You got it. And
You're hanging on to the 60s.
10 years later, we sold it for more than we paid
Oh, no
for it.
kidding.
Yep.
Okay.
Caught fire on the freeway. We had to be rescued by the fire department.
Caught fire on the freeway.
But that's another story.
Number 36. We have time for it. Tell us about it.
Okay, well, I bribed the fire department. They
I was just kidding.
They got the boys and I in the front of the fire truck, and I said, well, you know, you got to get us out of here. Well, we're not supposed to do that. Well, then I said, I got a pound box of See's candy. You get us off the freeway and you can have it. So they put us in the truck and they took us and I gave them the candy.
That's good. So this might be a 58 Chevrolet. Might be.
Yes, it is.
It is. Tom says it is. Boy, Tom knows his vehicles.
I know the runs around that time.
The Ben Alley
You
Classic
know,
Autos.
Jack McGee was talking about your car last night because I was with Jack McGee.
Don't
'Cause
believe
he was
Jack
doing-
McGee.
He does karaoke.
He's not a reliable source. I mean, he can sing, but you can't listen to him.
He said
He makes up stories.
Yeah, but he said he wants to have your car rescued and have somebody
Rescued.
rescue it and go refurbish it for you. You know,
No, it'd
there's
be the last thing.
There's those people that do that.
The car is downhill. I'm downhill.
He really likes you.
We're a unit.
He
Yeah,
really likes you.
he's a good guy.
And he does this great karaoke thing on Saturday nights at the Plymouth Hotel. And I tell you, the
Yeah.
bartender Becky is phenomenal, and we have
And he
fun over
sings-
there.
Susie, he sings down here Friday nights at the Hotel Air, whatever you call it.
Exchange, and then he goes to the senior center. He gives
He's
so
a,
much
he's
to
a
the
really
community.
giving guy.
Yeah.
He does memorial services up at the American Legion Hall.
And I think he even goes over to Kit Carson and sings. I mean, he's just full of life, and he's
Yeah.
an ex-Marine,
Right.
and he honors our veterans all the time. And
Exactly.
Yeah. Look at, there are no ex-Marines.
There are
That's
no
right.
ex-Marines.
Daddy was a Marine. I think I tell you that every year.
So,
look at these beautiful cars.
So, Jack McGee also participates in the Scottish Highland Games.
Yes.
He tosses that telephone pole. They call it the caber or something. He's a pretty physical guy.
He is. You know, I saw his big amplifier last night, and I said, my God, that's such a big piece of equipment. And I said, do you have a dolly for it or something? He said, no, I carry it out there. And I
know,
boy,
I know.
you're a strong guy.
And his
really,
wife Paulette.
yes, nice couple.
She's a dear, dear soul.
And look at this vehicle. It looks like a mini Peterbilt, but it's really a Freightliner, right? Is that what it says? It's like a little Peterbilt. Well,
Yeah.
it's a Freightliner.
Shriners Hospitals
Is
for
that a
children.
golf
Yeah,
cart?
that's what it's all about. It could be.
You know, it looks like a tanker, like what you really carry gasoline in, a mini. Oh, look.
The Motorcycle Club. Is this the Motorcycle Club? Number 37. Are they the Motorcycle Club?
I believe
Go-kart?
so.
Let me just check my notes. I'll be back in a minute. Ben Alley, Grabare, Motor Corps. 12 go-karts. Susie, count them and make sure they have
12, exactly
22
12.
driving members. Okay, I'm not real good in math, but someone's got to explain that to me. 12 go-karts, 22 drivers. Okay. They believe parades are one way to reach out to the public and identify children who need help in addressing their medical needs. Okay, good point. This is what the Shriners is all about.
I'm such a safety nut. I'm worried that they're going to run into people, but
Yeah, look at Tommy down there. Like, he's crazy.
they've got it all under control.
But Tommy, he's just a kid, so it's okay
Well,
to be
he's only
crazy.
got a month left on his
Stand
workers' comp. You
slowly
better be
and
careful.
captain.
Yes, our dear Tommy Fox.
Yeah, I would not do that.
Let's dedicate this parade to our wonderful Tommy Fox, who's been with us. He's down there on the ground with the close-up camera.
And
Tommy Fox from...
And who might get run over this morning. So
But
that's
he's
why we're
willing
doing
to
this,
take the
because
risk
this could be
for
his last.
TSPN.
This could be his last shoot.
This is his
Yeah,
last...
it does make me nervous.
Oh, he's not even watching. He almost... Oh, my gosh.
Well, it's good to see that those guys driving those go-karts are all pretty young and agile and coordinated, don't you think, Susie?
Yes.
It's a youth movement. Now there are 3 of them out there. Oh, geez. That one guy was standing up just moved.
So Tommy Fox is going off to college in San Francisco.
He told me he was going to do that.
And,
Well, he's interested in communications, isn't he?
yes, and he's in a band. He's got it all going
Yeah, he's
for him.
pretty
And we've been
kid.
so blessed to have him with us 7 years.
Oh, wow.
Came to us in
7
high
years.
school as a sophomore, I believe, or junior, I'm not sure. And just
Yeah, he's a very nice
we've
young
just
man.
had a great time with him, and a pleasure. And we've got Austin coming on board, and Sarah. So we got some people that are going to fill in the gap where Tommy's leaving.
So your
Look
new
at
people,
that.
who are your new people?
Sarah Armstrong Gardner and
Austin.
Austin here.
Austin here.
Good.
Not there. Austin
I
here.
can't say your last name. Guy Yeah. Adol, and he's been kind of learning all the station, how it
Okay.
works and all. And so he's coming on board, and so, we'll keep it up, We got Mike Spence, and we've got Alan Sprinkle, and we have a wonderful
Tom-
show. Let me tell you about this
We
great
have
show.
Tom
Armed
Slivick.
Forces.
Tom Slivick is involved, isn't
Tom
he?
Slivick is on the camera, on the main camera
Well,
right
he's
here.
a pretty good guy, even though he's from the rough end of town.
Yeah, we know that, but yes, Tom has kind of developed the whole
He's driven a
station
puppet.
and made it all happen, and we've got a show Mondays with Monique, and that's a great show. There's cooking and friends and fun. And Tuesday we have Armed Forces Weekly with Donna Lyons. Mike Spence does News in Depth on Wednesdays at noon. Tom does some news on Thursdays. And then Friday, Mike has a show called Open Mike Friday with Butter, his dog, who's right here
So
actually on
dog
the
is on?
balcony. Uh-huh.
Does the dog monopolize the conversation? or-
Always. She's a hard act to follow, too.
You should
But
listen
we've
more
got
and
some
talk
wonderful
less.
programming, so if you see this, tune in and check out our programming at TSPNtv.com. And check out our YouTube. There's lots of playlists on there. We've got AM Live. We have a woman show called Just Between Us. We
Woman
have
show called
Art
what?
Just Between Us. And that's every Friday. And we've got Today's Seniors Living Well. We just did 6 weeks of series on that. We got so much programming.
What about a men's show, Susie, where men?
Well, Tim Thornhill
Around.
wants to do one. We were going to call on you this summer and see if you'd
what
like
we
to
call
do
it?
that.
Just Between Us. What would you call a men's show?
Just Between Us
just be
studs.
cool and hang out?
Just Between Us studs.
Okay. You know that 1010 Club down at right downstairs from you. The
Hi,
coffee
company.
group down at the bookstore.
Oh.
Have them go upstairs. Norm Travascus and the gang.
Or maybe I should just
And
pull
Lena
a wire
Lang.
down and just,
And Art McClellan.
That's
Jim
right.
Buell. Have them come upstairs. Give them coffee. And make sure you introduce them as the 1010 Club.
The 10
And just have them chat away.
about where
about
the county should go.
About life. Have them talk about life.
Life in Amador County. You're absolutely right. That could be something we could do. These guys are really putting on quite a show.
I guess they have a full tank of gas, don't you think?
Oh, look at them down the street. My gosh, isn't that beautiful?
Ben Alley Shrine, Cribare Motor Corps, having fun and helping kids. You can't beat that combination.
Alright, next up is the Amador contestant.
Miss Amador contestants.
Okay, the Amador County Fair is coming on. Why don't I let you read the script?
Well, the 75th, can you believe it? The 75th fair, which takes them back to Harold Colburn, the 1930s, Plymouth, 1938 maybe. Contestants, Morgan Brown, Ashley Galsey, Morgan Grazade, Bailey Lebenko, Mary Powers, Alexis Quick, Kinsey Prestia Young.
I didn't know. That's Monique's daughter. Morgan Grazade is Monique from our show, who comes on our show and helps us at TSPN. That's their daughter. This is a great group of gals. They're going to be competing on, I believe, Thursday night
The week
of
or
the
so.
fair.
Oh,
They actually do it Thursday night, I think, at the fair.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so.
There's Mary Powers, Bailey Lebenko. Can't see.
There's Troy Bowers,
There's Morgan
and there's
Brown.
Kathy Simmons, one of the advisors there, and I think Lori Halverson maybe, and Kim Toma
Ashley-
are some of the
Ashley
advisors.
Galsey.
And this is again the 75th fair, anniversary fair.
75th fair.
So be sure to get out there. The dates of the fair,
Well, end
the
of July.
last weekend in July, and it's going to be a great fair.
What's the theme of the fair?
The theme of the fair is the 75th anniversary. That's what they said.
You're just
It's
making
denim,
stuff up.
Well, it's
That's
denim
why you're
and
here.
diamonds.
That's why you're here, to be creative.
No, if you're going to... The fair programs are out. Go get one. The theme is kind of denim and diamonds,
Oh, I like that.
I think.
I think.
And there's
Okay.
Wilma Fordich in
Serve
front.
Pro.
Yes, Serve
Serve
Pro. Wilma Fordich is in the car. This is her
Serve Pro, Amador and Calaveras counties.
Dan Steele bought her this car.
24-hour
Isn't that the
emergency
cutest
cleanup
car?
from water, fire, and mold damages.
We had a
Good
flood
Lord.
in our office, and they brought all these dryers and got all the water out. No mildew. It was phenomenal. They brought about 18 different drying units, fans, and big dehumidifiers. Unbelievable
Okay,
what they did.
There's Kinsey Prestia Young.
And what is this group?
I'll tell you in a minute here. Oh, Amador Cheer, Amador High Cheer. Wow, they look neat with the Roman holiday outfit on too. So Kinsey Prestia Young, she's in the back row to our left as we look down. She's Miss Amador contestant. So, boy, talk about a major commitment of time and energy. The pep squads at the two high schools. And not only do these girls perform, they're all girls this year, not only, Susie, do they perform, I understand they get along really well, they support each other, and those kinds of things are also important. So, remember we were talking about the dance group from around the corner? This is one of the ways it
Oh, okay.
is completed.
That it prepares them for this
Star dancers,
opportunity.
Diana Patton. Emily Gaskins down there. That hot pavement. It's a tad warm today.
What they call those things that wear
Some
on
of the
their
kids
heads?
are real expressive, and they're just great.
What they wear on their heads? Laurels?
Yeah,
golden laurels.
golden.
At least they're not resting on them.
Not resting on their laurels. Tom's a funny guy, you know. No, he's
Funny, I don't get
he's a
enough of his jokes.
he's a funny guy. Plus, he's a cameraman. I mean, it shows he can do two things,
And you know,
even though he came from the wrong side of town.
yeah, that one really.
Yeah. But I think he learned some of that humor as a youth.
I think
One of the ways they survive.
that's. You're
think?
so insightful.
Okay. Amador Cheer. Looking good. I like those colors.
If it wasn't for Tom, none of us would be here today.
I know I wouldn't be here. I'd be home mowing the lawn or some horrible thing like that.
See, Tom, why are you so?
Okay,
good
number
at
44.
What a beautiful.
Andy
Oh,
Brizio.
is that it? Gold Country Auto Restaurant.
Motherload Cruisers, 10 years. Bay Area Roadsters.
What that is,
And Andio Brizio is a member.
Isn't this the guy that had the birthday party? He's like 80 years old or something? And they
is.
had this wonderful party last year at the Italian picnic grounds, and there were
I don't
thousands
know.
of people.
I don't know. I
All right,
wasn't
we're looking
invited.
at the Boy Scouts here.
Cub Scout Pack 63. Proud to be a part of our community. Our boys have had fun, adventure, learned new things, all while building character, self-esteem, and strong values. Cub Scout Pack 63.
Look at that Roman
God,
Legion.
I love being a Cub Scout and a Boy Scout.
Members of the Roman Legion.
And they're Roman Scouts. And they have a chant. They're chanting something.
This is great for kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's Peter in the truck, Amoruso. He's on the city council or the city planning commission in Plymouth, and he's got a little boy here. I think the back corner. The back corner, that's his little boy. Sweet kids, and they've got a little
Cub Scout
brownie
Pack
out
63.
there. Yes. Love what the scouts, what they can teach our kids, and
Andy
wonderful
Aceretto
skills. Oh, yeah.
from Volcano.
He has
Member of the Italian.
That's a mule.
It's a mule.
He has pack mules. He's part of the Azaretto family. You know the Azaretto family?
Yeah.
They're part of, his brother, I think, is part of ACES and the Italian Society. Been here a long time.
He's a member. Yeah, he's a member of the Italian Society. Number 47, 1957 Chevrolet. Tom.
Beautiful
See if
paint
Tom
job.
agrees.
4-door.
A four-door, Tom said.
4-door. Tom is good at counting doors.
With a post.
If there's ever a problem,
With a post.
he's
Tom
there.
says four-door with a post.
With a post. Actually, there are 2 posts.
There are 2 posts.
Gosh, it looks
that means
what
there's
a
4.
beautiful-
If you go around the other side and count the other 2.
What a beautiful vehicle.
What about the Corvette?
Joe and Darlene Oberlander. And the Corvette, number 49.
That's a beauty. Boy, that paint job is gorgeous.
Dan and Susan Mengod.
Wire.
1965, Tom.
Aren't those
Corvette,
wire wheels?
a 396.
But here's that wagon.
Look at that red car.
And look at the little wagon. Look at the mini
It
horse.
took them 4 years to find the engine, and the engine was discovered in a wrecking yard. Wow. The Corvette was restored by Michael Murray. Okay. Have a little buggy here. Connie Hawkins. Itsy Bitsy Ranch of Sonora proudly presents Connie Hawkins riding in her rare Buckeye Narina show cart being pulled by Pogo Nip. Woohoo! Pretty neat.
Look at this next entry. This has got to be the motocross, what do we call those, Tom?
Amador Central Railroad
Yeah, but what
is
do they-
back. Owned by the Amador County Historical Society and Recreational Railroad Coalition Historical Society.
And that's
Wow.
in the middle.
Preserving the past for present and future use. That is so neat.
Iron Ivan replica.
Is that a replica of the Iron Ivan?
Yeah, Iron Ivan.
From Ione? Or
Well, the one by the museum, the wooden
That's
one by
gone.
the museum, that's history.
That's done.
this is a
But-
replica of the one in Ione, maybe.
By the park there, right
Yes.
behind City Hall. Save the Ione Depot.
You know, this group is really doing a phenomenal
Yeah,
job. And
it's impressive.
these little cars, why can't I think of a name? Motor cars? Anyways, they go on the tracks.
Right.
And they are just...
And the catch is you have a
And it-
strong back.
And it brings so many people from all over the
Right.
region that
Yeah, it's nice.
eat and dine and hang out and have fun out there and educate on the way the railroad was. So it's a wonderful group to support and to go participate on and in.
Jamba Juice. 868. Locally owned and operated by the Teague family, Abra and David. Featuring smoothies, juices, teas, coffees, steel cut oats, sandwiches, wraps, and more. Live fruitfully.
Look at the banana, the costumes. Aren't those cute?
That's pretty good. There she is. Abra.
Oh, they're giving out bananas and fruit.
Yeah, she has 3 Jamba Juices. She has one at Tahoe, she has one down the valley, and she has the one up there at Martel.
Smart gal.
busy
She was
mom.
managing it, and then she bought it.
Okay.
She wasn't, I don't think, the original open. Wow, look at this fleet.
Oh my heavens, look at those old cars. Capital A is from Sacramento.
Now, what
They
year
were
would this
established-
parade be from?
What, the...
1929? What a 19... What a...
Well, the 1920s.
Yeah.
The Model A was produced for 4 years. Oh, I didn't know that. 1928 through 31. So the year before the stock market crash, and then into 31.
This brown
Model
one.
A.
Look at the... I like this brown one, and then that kind of khaki one over
So-
there. Gosh,
so
those are
I guess-
beautiful.
Excuse me. I guess the Model Ts came before the Model A's. I'm just guessing. Model A is from Sacramento. Club established in 1959. Over 150 members. Model A was produced, as I said, for 4 years, 28 through 31.
Wow.
You're watching 85 years of automotive history.
Wow.
That's pretty neat. The Model A.
This one with the trunk in the back, you know, that studded trunk. Gosh, those are beautiful.
Sort of takes your breath away.
You know, it seems like a gangsta car. A gangsta car? What do you think? Gangsters rode these around?
Gosh, so you always have to bring up the negative side.
The negative, the exciting. Machine guns, mink coats, boas, you know, the
Okay,
whole
you
thing.
think we need that?
No.
Could you talk to these Model A
But
people?
it was history. It happened. I saw the movie.
Oh, there you go.
What was that guy that used to do that? Taylor?
Boy Floyd?
Gosh.
Johnny Depp in
No,
the
I'm
John
talking
Dillinger
back in
film.
the 50s where they, you know, they wanted
The FBI guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, he was supposed to be a pretty
Look at
shady
us.
character.
We've got 360 up people. You are over 70. How old are you? Well,
What are you saying?
I'm trying to say that
Are
there's
you
some
just-
of us on this deck here that are over 65.
Are you over 60?
I'm 62.
You're 62?
Yes. and
Boy,
you're-
you look pretty good.
And you look
pretty
great
good.
for
You look
85.
I think I look good for being 44. I've had a tough
So
life.
if we can't recall some of the history we
62.
learned in high school and whatnot, then
Amador Arts Council, speaking of history,
Be forgiving,
30
please.
years.
It was
the Amador,
And,
Elliot Ness. Thank you,
I don't know
Tom.
who played.
Elliot Ness.
Taylor.
Yeah, who was the actor who played
Taylor.
Elliot Ness, that stone-faced guy?
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was
Anyways,
fun to watch
here we
it.
have Amador Arts. They're putting on an event coming up.
Well,
the
and then
Jazz
they-
It Up in Jackson is coming, I believe, on the
June 22nd.
22nd.
And the
Downtown
park concerts
Jackson.
start June 7th, which is this coming week. It's last week of school. And
TGIF Fridays.
Right.
It's free entertainment all throughout the county.
Right.
Go to their website, amadorarts.org, and you'll find all that they do.
yeah, and they're free,
And
open
they're
to the
free.
public.
You bring your lawn chair, you bring a picnic, and you hang out with
Yeah.
your friends and
Yeah, it's
listen to
great.
great music. All over the county. So just check it out, amadorarts.org. That is a great painting. And they do have an office here off Randolph, I believe, behind
Yeah,
the
right around the
palace.
corner. The Arts
Yeah.
Council does.
And in there is also an art gallery.
Exactly. CSHA Royal Group, founded in 1942. This group of exceptional young people are our CSHA Royal finalists and scholarship winners, including Katie Cook,
Wow.
Samuel Cunningham, Kaylin Bassett.
Big salute.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
That what they did, the Challenge of Champions
CSHA
this
Royalty
year.
Group.
Right.
The Kit Carson Mountain Men.
Now, Harold Colburn was part of this group, wasn't
Yeah, exactly.
he? Yeah.
And other members, John Wayne, John Ford, Ronald Reagan, Chuck Sipes. It was formed in the 1930s. And of course, they have that lodge over there in Jackson.
And they are going to be part of the reenactment and different things that are going to be going on at the Jackson Tailing Wheels. The whole entire community is invited. The first 300 or 500 people get a free hot dog lunch, I believe.
So when is
Don't
that?
quote me on that. That's on the 15th of June coming up. Starts at 9 a.m. There's dedication.
So is it over there at
the
Jackson
Tailing
Gate?
Wheels.
Okay.
Yes, on Jackson Gate.
Oh, that's great.
Also, the museum will be open that day, just that one day, to let you see the new improvements that have been going on.
That's great.
Some wonderful people have been taking care of
people
the
have
museum.
worked so
Bill
hard.
Gerlani and his crew over there.
Exactly.
We look like we've got the Amador Water Agency.
Right, there's Robert Manicero.
And Paul Molinelli and Rich Farrington and maybe Gold. Who's
Gary Thomas.
Gary Thomas, I mean. I always call him Gold.
Toy.
And Art Toy is not here.
Okay. He's
So this
home
is
watering
our
his lawn.
Amador Water Agency. I wonder who owns that car. Maybe it's Gary Thomas. He would be driving his own car.
56, 57 Chevy, Tom. 56.
With vendors.
Gosh, that's beautiful. Two-door, Bel Air.
Now, Paul, this is Paul Molinelli's second
Yeah,
time
Paul's
through.
recycling himself.
Yeah,
He's a busy guy.
recycler, isn't he?
Yes, he is a recycler. Aces.
That's right.
Exactly. James W. Marshall, Chapter 49
And if there was
Clappers.
Yes, and if there was another Jackson Rotary entry, then he would be in that as well.
He's a busy guy.
He is a busy guy.
James W. Marshall, post number 49 of Yerba Buena, number 1 lodge of the ancient and honorable order of E. Clampus Vitus.
Now look, they've got great
75 years
grapes on there.
of supporting widows and orphans. United Personal Care, your local professional in-home care providers, serving Amador and Calaveras counties since 1996. Our company strives to help our community members remain as independent in their own homes as long as possible, providing simply the best care. United Personal Care, simply the best care. Very, very nice. You know, it's something that people don't necessarily want to think about, but
I have to say, see the walker in the back?
Yeah.
It has a little seat. You can see she's got a couple of bags on there. That is a wonderful way that you can keep people in their own home. I bought one for my grandma.
okay.
And she was able to use it, go from her recliner to the stove to the refrigerator, put her little lunch or breakfast on there, and push it back to the recliner. So she used it as a little...
Okay, so you as an adult had
My grandmother died at 105
oh my
in
heavens.
2006,
Oh, good
living on
Lord.
her own till the day she died,
Oh,
and
my
talking
heavens.
like you and me, even better. Look at these beautiful young
Ivana
women.
Cursar,
Look at them.
Argonaut High, rides NorCal Rodeo, just won San Joaquin County Horsemen's Association
Wow.
Rodeo Queen 2013. Wow. Princesses Brittany Arwood, Jennifer Homer.
Next year we're going to see Kevin Spence in the parade, and you look out, she's going to be strutting her stuff with
Kim Grady with a 1937
what she's
Pontiac,
got.
driven and owned by Tico Arnisi. Pretty nice.
Beautiful.
Pretty nice.
Oh,
What we got here?
Sheriff's Posse, Tuolumne County Sheriff's Posse, formed in 1948 to publicize and further the interests of the county of Tuolumne. Heading the posse today is Captain Tim Orpert. Their queen, Lorna Job. For the past 50 years, the posse has sponsored the annual Motherlode Roundup and Parade and Rodeo held in Sonora each May Mother's Day weekend. Tuolumne County Sheriff's Posse. Very nice. It's so nice of them to come up here.
Okay, do that.
Here comes the Amador Autism Group. This is a marvelous group. There are so many young people, and older too, that have autism, and Shannon has really kicked this group up and is really out there helping out. Her husband owns Sterling Automotive Repair, and Cam's been very supportive of them. And again, they are here to help our young kids that have
Amador Autism Group. So the car will be in the Destruction Derby?
Yes. Isn't that a beautiful car?
I know. The very thought of it being all torn up. I don't know about that.
It's going in the Destruction Derby, and they're selling, I believe, sponsorship on their cars. Now we have the park restoration.
Oh, through the Rancheria.
Yes.
And the Dalton family, the next generation. Oh, my heavens. Talk about giving to the community. Dieter Park, for one, over there in Jackson.
The Jackson Rancheria has done so much for our community. It is amazing.
My heavens.
And now here we are with the Amador County Historical Society, the Kennedy Wheels Amador County Museum. It all is going to be having a grand reopening on June 15th. This coming in a...
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it's a museum also.
And all these, and this is a fabulous float coming up. Look at the tailing wheels. Look at that float. This is awesome.
Teresa's place is involved as a co-sponsor along with Amador Gold. And of course the replica of the tailing wheel. Gosh, that is so impressive. And Keith Sweet and all the people that have worked so hard on this. And the museum, Phil Giolani. Gosh, there's Teresa Giolani and her sister, Alicia. Golly. So impressive.
Okay, now
all these people that give so much.
Oh my gosh, look at that great float.
Yeah,
and now we have coming
model.
up are the Amador Junior Buffaloes. I guess these are the Bantams.
Gosh, who built that? The model of the tailing wheel.
I know, it is just gorgeous.
Amador Junior Buffaloes Bantams.
Yeah, these are the kids that are Pop Warner football, and look how little they are. Our kids play Pop Warner.
Right. So they're from over here, sort of an Amador High attendance area, and the Argonaut team is the Nuggets. Am I right?
Yes. No, they're the Junior Mustangs. So these are the
Junior
kids
Mustangs.
that are
Okay.
preparing for these.
All right. Okay.
These are the junior bus, and these are the kids that prepare to be in football, just like Austin and Zach and all those kids that go to Amador.
Okay.
Then this is what trains them to be football players. And good team members and players.
And just think of all the daddies that spend all that time.
Wow,
so
what
impressive.
a float that is. Nice artwork.
Of course, with football now, the big concern about head injuries and teaching youngsters how to tackle correctly and to be careful with those helmets.
Yeah, there's the...
So the Junior
Look how
Buffaloes.
Cute they are. Yeah, and Tom's showing you a little more of this tailing wheels. Look at that, how the kid's grinding like as if it was a kind of a knife sharpener,
right?
Isn't that what it was? But the artwork on that and the
it's pretty impressive.
The stones, how they painted them, the gold, that is just beautiful.
The Amador Junior Buffaloes, they sent their Bantam team to the Super Bowl in 2012. We're excited to watch the 2013 teams and see the season unfold. Go Junior Buffs.
And now we're almost to the end, and we have, last but almost not least, these are the cheerleaders, maybe, for the Buffs.
Okay.
These are the...
Okay, those are the players. This is the Pep Squad.
They've got their sign going the wrong way.
Well, it's for people in the back there, I guess.
Okay.
Amador Junior Buffs and cheer.
So it's the football and cheer leaders of the Amador Junior Buffs.
So I guess they practice at Amador High.
Look at these girls.
Pretty cute.
Yes, they do. They practice. They practice when the boys practice, and they cheer for these kids.
But with the high school teams, how do they manage to distribute?
They do. I think they go Saturdays.
Oh, okay.
And maybe during the week, I don't remember. They play on
Okay.
Saturdays, other teams in the region. So maybe they play on a different area.
Okay.
Oh, at the junior high. That's where. Jackson Junior High or, yeah,
Or
here
down
I
in
would
Ione?
know. I don't know, yeah. Maybe down in Ione. At the Ione Junior High. Well, the whole district will get kind of revamped, I think, right? Something's coming.
You think so? Something's coming?
Well, it's in the
Something's
air.
good? Something's coming?
Well, change.
Change.
Good job, kids.
Susie, are you in favor of change?
How many kids?
I'm pretty much opposed to
I'm-
change. I want things to be exactly the same. I
Okay.
think the last thing we need is change.
We weren't going to talk politics. But you know what?
Susie told
Think
me
of the
before, she said,
world.
okay, Giles, I want you to behave. Don't talk about the following
Just
16
kids.
things. Number
Look.
one was politics.
Take out, picture the word challenge. Now take out the ELL, and what do you have? Change.
Oh,
So,
neat, a
you know,
slogan.
change will be a challenge, but the district will deal with it. Look at this wonderful new entry. It's like a pirate
Is it-
ship. What is it?
Is it Billy?
It's Stewart.
Billy Stewart?
Billy, is that what you call Noel?
No.
Neil? Noel?
No.
No.
Double Barrel is back. Times have been harder on the Cosumnes River. And our captain and crew of the Lulabelle. Okay.
Okay.
Sierra Nevada, Guns for Hire.
Well,
Old West
This
reenactment.
is a great group, and they will again be at the reenactment and what's going on at the tailing wheels. This is our last
Oh, really?
entry for
Really?
today. This is a great group. They really show up at the Amador County Fair and all these different events to really kind of share the history of our community and the way things were and give us that flavor and color of them thar days.
Here's Petra Vandehey, Amador graduate, was involved with theater
Good,
in high school, and she's
good.
told me how much she enjoys doing this.
Well, I think it's been a great fair. The theme
been a
again was
super
Roman
parade.
Holiday. Giles, I want to thank you for joining me here to announce this 132nd, I believe,
One of those. Susie,
parade. And
it's always a pleasure to be with you.
Tom's kind of getting it over
He's
there.
getting it. He's
And
got it
it has
together.
been a great time. I want to thank my friends who have joined us here. Don Davis for giving us this space.
Don
I got
Davis.
Virginia Manor here. We've got Kevin and Mike
Good,
Smith
good.
along with Butter. And we've got Austin here helping out. And there's Tommy. Tommy, farewell
Tommy
to
survived.
you.
Tommy
We love
survived.
you. And
Does
this
Tommy
is
know
his
the program
last
was
Italian
dedicated to him?
picnic. Yes, he will know when
Okay,
he edits
good.
this. And again, we honor him and dedicate this parade to our beautiful Tommy Fox. And this is Sue Slivick and Giles Turner saying thanks for watching this parade, and we will see you
We're
right
tilted.
here
We're tilted. We're tilted.
next year. We love you, Giles.